Hey friends, welcome to Youth Rising. This is Lindsay Law, certified youth life coach, and happy new year. Today I do want to talk about setting goals and New Year's resolutions. If you're someone who has struggled to get motivated, you feel like you're a procrastinator, you feel like you've struggled to do what you say you're going to do, this month we're going to be dealing with all of that and talking about how to help yourself be that person who reaches those goals and becomes that person that you want to become. Why do we not set goals? One of the reasons that we keep ourselves from even setting the goals is because we don't think we're going to be able to do it. Because if we don't reach it, we're going to make it mean these terrible things about us. Like, we're not committed, we can't do hard things. And those things are just not true. As you're moving forward, I want you to keep in mind that setting a goal, it doesn't mean you have to absolutely reach it and do it perfectly. Moving in the direction of a goal is success. So remind yourself of that. So keeping that in mind, first thing I want you to do is look back at 2021 and I want you to write down the things that you accomplished, the things that you learned, and celebrate them. Celebrate the wonderful things about 2021, or even just like the times that you showed up the way you wanted to show up in a hard situation. Who did you become? What kind of character did you develop through some of your experiences? Because it's important to look at those things as wins and accomplishments as well. Don't skip that part. Take some time to do that. And then when you're deciding what goal you want to work on, it's so tempting to pick like 10 things because there's so many things we want to do. But I would really encourage you to pick one thing to work on, one goal that you want to accomplish in the next 30 days. For a couple reasons. One, our brain has a really hard time focusing on more than one thing at a time. And two, it has a hard time looking really far into the future. So if we can pick one thing to do in 30 days, it kind of gives our brain this little box to work within, and it is far more successful. Two, you really need to know your why. Why do you even want to do this? Why is it important to you? And take some time to actually write this down. It'll be so much better than just thinking about it because it'll get your brain to connect that goal with your why. Then come up with something I call a motivate phrase. Something you're going to choose ahead of time to think when your brain doesn't want to do it. Because if you've been around here long enough, you know that we've got that lizard brain who tries to do the easy thing, avoids hard things, avoids pain, seeks pleasure. And that lizard brain is going to try and keep you from reaching this goal just by sending you messages like, hey, you can always do it tomorrow. Oh, that's too hard. Go hang out on your phone. Do something else besides this. So if we use our wizard brain to come up with a motivate phrase ahead of time, you can pull that out when your brain is trying to keep you from accomplishing your goal. The next thing is you really need to write down exactly what steps you're going to need to take to accomplish this goal. So let's say you want to run 5K. Let's write all those steps down to accomplish that goal. What's your training schedule going to be? What equipment do you need? When are you going to do that? And put that all in a calendar if you can. Like, when are you going to go get the shoes? When are you going to make the training schedule? Put the training schedule into your calendar. When our brains have less to think about later and it's all laid out when we're using our wizard brain, there's less trouble from the lizard brain later. And then we know that lizard brain is going to keep us trying to keep us from doing that goal. So write down all the things that your lizard brain might do or say to keep you from reaching that goal. And write that on one side of the page. Those are the obstacles, things that are going to keep you from reaching that goal. And then on the other side, I want you to get creative with your brain and think of strategies that would help you overcome those obstacles when they come. This could be your motivate phrase. It could be connecting with a buddy. Maybe you put your shoes in a certain place so you have to step over them to go do something else. Come up with ways that make it more likely that you will take those actions that you've decided ahead of time you want to take. You've got this. You can do those things that you want to do. You can create results in your life you want. You can become the person that you want. And if this is something you want some more help with, this is something I can totally help you with. I love setting goals, I love reaching goals, and I love being compassionate with myself and teaching others to be self-compassionate when things just don't work out the way you hoped. I have set many goals and reached them, and I've also set many goals and not reached them, and I know how hard that is. So if that, again, is something that you want some help with, book a free discovery call with me, and we will see what we can do to help you in going through that mind process of setting goals, reaching them, and what to do when you don't, because that's okay too. I'm also going to attach a PDF document that you can use to write down these steps for setting your goals this year. Look for that in the description below or in the link in my bio, and have an amazing 2022 and follow along with me for the rest of this month, because we're going to be talking about those obstacles that come up when you're trying to reach a goal, and also looking at your belief about yourself that is going to really help you reach and accomplish these goals. So stick around and we will see you again soon. Have an amazing day.